everybody. It is Matt here at Pumpkin Ridge. It is Thursday, June 11th. Another gorgeous day. We've had a really good week. As you can see, I got my little buddies here behind me, and I have actually made them a bigger area for when they're outside. So this was Silas's puppy pen that we used to keep him locked in the kitchen, but we've reused it. And so every day these guys are out, and I've been moving it around to different spots so they can graze, but they're getting huge. They are no longer upstairs. I have been putting them in the basement at night in a big stainless steel like livestock tank. So at night I carry them down there, put them in there, they sleep in there, and then in the morning they come back out. But I'm thinking probably another week, and then I'm going to start introducing them to the other birds and getting them into the flock. So that will be good. Sorry about last week. We did not have a video out. We had a lot going on. I started filming. I had a bunch of stuff filmed, but Darren had his eye surgery the week before, and he was absolutely miserable. And then Sunday, you know, the day that we try to put the video together and everything, we had an incident with a fox. So the night before, I had seen the fox on the security camera running around out by the coop, and the next day, Sunday morning at like 10 in the morning, I look out the kitchen window and I saw something going on. I thought it was two ducks fighting, and all of a sudden, you know, your eyes focus, and I see this fox running around grabbing ducks. So I ran out there as fast as I could, and it had run into the bushes. And when I got out there, it came running right out of the bush straight for me because it didn't know I was there. It was coming to get the duck that was laying at my feet, and totally surprised it, which was awesome. It got totally scared, took off. I yelled at it, and it ran. Now, we haven't seen it since, but we did lose one duck. It must have snatched it up, but in the few moments it was out there, it got 4 ducks. All my Welsh Harlequin hens, 4 of them. So one of them, like I said, disappeared. It must have dragged it away or come back for it later. The other 3 were injured, and I really thought we were going to lose one. It was bleeding from the mouth, and they had bites all over their backs. Miraculously, and something I've learned with birds is they are extremely resilient, and these ducks, by that afternoon, they seemed much better, and by the next day, they seemed way better, and now it's like, what, 4 or 5 days later, and they're totally fine. So didn't lose any more, but what I did have to do is I haven't had the electric fence up and running, so I went to go reconnect it, and I realized that the geese had eaten or chewed through all of the connectors from the solar charger to the fence. Since it was sitting there not plugged in, they got to nibbling, I guess. I assume it was them because the cords were just chewed in multiple places. So I ran out to Tractor Supply to buy a new solar charger because I needed another one anyway. You know, come home, all ready to set it up, and it was the Tractor Supply brand one, and it doesn't come with any connectors, and it also doesn't come charged. The other one I have is a Premier One, and you can plug that one in to charge it. So, long story short, I couldn't set up the electric netting. So I spent all day watching for this fox. I took the dogs out there and had them pee everywhere around, walked them down the road. Did the best I could. So luckily, so far, it has not returned. I'm really surprised. I think I really did scare it. But I ordered new connectors for the charger to charge it to the fence. I got new grounding rods, and hopefully tomorrow the parts come and I can get the electric fence up and running. Mostly to keep the birds inside the fence, because I have a bunch of them that like to just wiggle through when it's not plugged in. They've learned they can. So a bunch of the harlequins and runner ducks and a bunch of the smaller chickens just get right out of the fence. But knock on wood, we have not had the return of the fox. But yeah, so it was an eventful week with that. Now I'm standing here in the garden. So this week's video is gonna be, I'll do an update on the birds. You just saw the goslings, so I don't have to do that. I'll show you the guineas. Maybe this weekend I'm gonna release the guineas, but we'll see. We're also having company come. My family's coming up from Massachusetts tomorrow. So they got an Airbnb not too far from here. So we'll see them tomorrow evening when they get here, I assume. But I got a lot to do. I've got to clean my house and, you know. But we've been working on the garden, so I've been doing some gardening in this space, and I had filmed some already last week, but I moved all my grow bags in here. So we've got my peas, we've got lettuces, we got radishes, which kind of cool. We got, oh, look, little baby radishes are forming. But I'm noticing we've got some flea beetles that are starting to eat the leaves. And this lettuce here got flea beetles too. So we'll see. But I planted basil, 3 different kinds of basil there, and more things. I planted over here some more snap peas along this fence. And in this pile, I planted potatoes, and I have a whole row of potatoes covered in all the straw and stuff from the pig hut. So as these potatoes come through it and start growing, I'm just gonna pile more on top of it, and they just build up a nice big mound as the potatoes grow. So hopefully the substrate here will be full of potatoes when they are ripe. And I've also planted along this fence a bunch of sunflowers and zinnias and things. I just want a lot of flowers everywhere. And I have a whole row that I put in of cosmos seeds that I saved from last summer. And if we look, they are already, it hasn't even been a week, and they're sprouting up like everywhere because I put hundreds of seeds in here. So this should be a huge, beautiful swath of flowers eventually. And I have some marigolds and zinnias and all sorts of things. So my goal for this, we actually also ordered 2 more of these fabric grow bag beds. They're really cheap and they last a few years. So I figured it would be worth it. So what I'm gonna put, I think today what I'm gonna do is put my tomatoes in one of these. I bought some more soil. And I put a bunch of like manure, pig manure and stuff in the bottom to hold them in place. So I'm gonna do, 4 of these compartmentalized grow bags. I have those 3, these 3 really large grow bags I'm gonna fill. And then I have started some summer squash and things I might put in these ones. Those are all greens and herbs. And these will be tomatoes. And then the next bunch, I think I'm gonna get some peppers and do peppers and things. And then I'm going to put in this manure area over here. It's not really well composted, but we're gonna try. I'm gonna try to flatten it out a little bit and then put my pumpkins and squashes in this area here. Now we also have a little squash that came up that the pigs have planted. So we're gonna let that grow and see what it is. I assume it's either a butternut squash. It could be butternut, it could be a pumpkin. It could be, I don't know, zucchini maybe. Just all the stuff I fed the pigs. And then there's a couple of other things coming up. Maybe sunflower. I don't know. So yeah, so this week is gonna be lots of gardening, and the coolest thing is Darren, now that he's feeling better, has built a bathroom door. And we have not had a bathroom door. I know this sounds crazy. Since we moved in, we have had a big blanket for a bathroom door. So yeah, we live really rustic here. I don't even have a washing machine, guys. I wash my clothes in the kitchen sink and hang it out to dry, or hang it in front of the wood stove in the winter. So we're really roughing it up here. But yeah, we finally have a bathroom door, which is great, just in time for guests. And now we need to build some bedroom doors and things because we're having more guests this summer. So we have a lot going on, but Darren built a really cool, or has been building a really cool door for the bathroom that he has been filming, and he will show you that. So come along and see what we're up to this week. And again, sorry about last week, but things happen.
Hey everyone, just a quick eye update. I had surgery last week and I had a 1-week follow-up on Monday, and everything looks good. So I'm on track to have cataract surgery in a couple months, because since the surgery, things have really clouded up. So it's hard to appreciate the level of clarity that I have despite the cataract. The other thing is that the eyeglasses are now working better. So I can put my lens back in and it's actually helping focus. Before it was just making things blurrier. So that's a couple good things. So I'm on the mend. It was a rough week. I was unable to really open my eyes because if I even used this eye would move. And I had 3 areas worth of stitches, I guess. It was funny because the doctor said, oh, I had to put 3 stitches in. And then the next day I go to the follow-up and they're like, oh, well, yeah, there's 3 areas of stitches. So that explains why it was all so very uncomfortable. So it's much better now. This morning it was still a little bit scratchy, but the eye drops help a lot. And yeah, so I guess that wasn't such a quick update.
All right, I have filled one of these fabric raised bed planters with soil. So this one's fully full of soil. And I've got these different tomatoes that I bought a couple of weeks ago. I got a 6-pack of 6 different types of tomatoes. So we're gonna pop these in here. I'm hoping they have gotten a good root system already. I don't think I turned my microphone on, people. Here we go. Boop. Is that working? There we go. All right, my microphone's on, if that makes a difference. Yeah, so I have 6 different tomatoes that are gonna go in here. And this is an 8, it has 8 compartments. So I have other tomatoes that I started from seed that are in pots in the driveway. I'm gonna pop in here too. So I'm gonna get started, I guess. Now, like I was saying, I'm not 100% sure what the root system is gonna be like in some of these. So we're gonna dig a hole. Yeah, I like to just use my hands most of the time. And I hate to wear gloves. I have this thing about gloves, guys. I don't know what it is, but I don't like wearing gloves. Now I can see a little bit of root, a very small amount coming out of the bottom. So this one is a Goliath tomato. So I got a 6-pack at a local place and it was 6 different tomatoes in one 6-pack, which I think is a great idea, to be honest, because now I can try out these 6 different plants and see what I think of them. And it's just me and Darren, so I don't need, you know, 6 different kinds of tomatoes. Let me set this camera up. Can we see what I'm doing? Doot, doot, doot. All right, I'm gonna try to pop this baby out. Okay, it's, if you can see, it's got some good root. It goes all the way down to the bottom. Definitely not root bound. Now, normally I put my tomatoes, I might even do this, deeper up the stem. So if you, on a tomato, it'll send roots right out of the stem. So when you're planting your tomatoes, you can plant them deeper than you think because they will just get more roots along that stem. There we go. And let's see what we got here. So we got this one in. We'll pack it in. All right, so we have Goliath is planted. The next one I have is Lemon Boy. So this will be a nice yellow tomato. So I'm gonna pop that one in. And this one. And then we have a, what's this one? Oh, that's just the this one is just a husk red cherry. So we'll do a cherry. Actually, I might do the cherry on the end. And I might do the lemon here. And then this one is a Marzano, San Marzano. I think that's like a plum tomato, like a sauce tomato maybe. I'm not sure. This one is Sun Gold, which is another cherry. And this will be like a yellow. I'm gonna put maybe that one on this end. Then this one is, oh, that's the Marzano. Derp. Wait, what was this one? Did I lose the label for one? This one is Scotia. I'm not sure what that is. All right, let me plant these up and let's see if I can find that lost label. All right, so I planted all of the ones I bought, and I have these two that I grew from seed. These are giant pink Belgium, so they should be a large pink tomato. I'm gonna put these two on the end. And then I have a whole bunch of other giant pink Belgium that I've grown from seed, so maybe when I fill this one with soil, I'll just do a whole bunch of more of those. I just basically want as many fresh tomatoes as I can eat this summer, since we have not had a really good garden in a couple years now, and I really miss having lots of fresh tomatoes and produce and things. So I'm gonna pot these two up. So we're gonna have a nice little garden this year. It's not my ideal garden, but it's gonna be what it's gonna be for this season while we work on building soil in the rest of this space. Rainbow.
So the other thing I'm working on is this. So we have a door that I'm making. It's going to be one of those Z-back barn doors. And I've got all the parts cut out. So I'm going to assemble that today. And oh, here's one other thing that I wanted to show you. The pigs dug this up. And it's from, as you can see, 1955. So this was sitting in the pig area. And I can add it to my collection of other license plates that I found. This one from 1961. And this one from 1933, sort of still around. And this cool thing that we've had. So, yeah, that's what I'm up to today. I kind of made a mistake. I discovered a major design flaw. So I have to take the thing apart and start over. No, not start over. Here, let me explain. So, as I was putting this thing together, I realized that this edge wasn't staying connected. And it's because there's no screw keeping these two boards together because of this gap, this joint here and here. So this being the top of the door, wanted to hang it here and here, which means all of the weight and stress would be on these two boards that are only connected with glue. And that's not gonna work. I did look at a number of pictures online, and in almost all of the pictures I saw, these boards went top to bottom. But in this particular door, that's not gonna work. So what I'm going to do to fix that is replace this board with one that goes the full width. Same with the one on the other end. So I'm going to be taking this one apart. Maybe I should just replay the video in reverse. Okay, so we had a bit of change of plans, and this is the result. So I got rid of the idea of having the Z because this is not a door on a hinge, so it's not going to be hanging that way. So there won't be stresses going diagonally. Anyway, it's just going to be hanging from those rollers. So I'll show you what the other side looks like. Okay, so here it is. Not completely finished. I still have to refinish it, or finish it. I'm gonna just put shellac on it. So, but right now we're going to just hang it up because it's a functional door, and we already tried it. It's a little bit longer than it needs to be, and that we anticipated that. The flooring down in that area is not set, so we don't exactly know how long it's going to be. So I think we're gonna trim a ½ inch off. We did allow for that with the screws. So that is going to happen. But we're very pleased if it rolls nicely, and finally the bathroom has a door.
No, I'm pointing at myself. Yeah. All right, I'm out here by the chicken coop with my lovely assistant Genevieve and my brother Brendan.
No lovely for me, thanks.
Oh, here comes Grandpa down the road.
Grandpa.
All right, our big thing is I got my old solar charger up and running. I have the new one too, but this one seems to have a better charge. So we're gonna let these guineas out today. We're gonna shut this off because I don't want to get zapped. And I'm just gonna climb on over. I shut it off. I ain't silly. All right, so they've been in here for, I believe, 4 weeks they've been in here. Hello, weirdos. And we are gonna set them free, and I'm super nervous, guys, that they're gonna fly away. Can they fly? But they can fly. Oh, yeah. What time is it? It's 3:45 in the afternoon, so it gives them a few hours to kind of hang out in here with everybody. And, and hopefully they go back in at night. All right, we ready? Oh, Grandpa joined us. All right, we're gonna try it. We're gonna see. We're gonna see what happens. This might be anticlimactic. Let's see. And don't judge me. I haven't cleaned my chicken coop this weekend. All right. Hey, friends. Do you want to come out? Do you want to come out? Hey. Do you want to come out? Let's see if the door stays open. And it won't. We will put the water jug. The water jug will hold the door open.
Come on, guys.
Oh, oh, oh. We're so close. Here we go. First step. Oh, we have liftoff. Oh, here comes number 2. Woohoo! What do you think? They're little Skeksis from the Dark Crystal.
Yes, little Skeksis. Hi, guys. Welcome aboard. There they go.
Aren't they so pretty?
They're so pretty. And they can hold their own.
Oh, they're gonna be tough as nails.
They already stopped chasing the ducks.
Yeah, they don't mess around.
Weird little things they are. They move so strange. They're like little dinosaurs.
As they kill off all your chickens.
Right?
The Skeksis are loose.
Look at that one walking so weird.
It's weird they puff their wings up like that.
The geese are like,
Screw the geese. Geese are mean.
they're afraid of one. Oh my god. He just went bowling.
Oh my god.
That's mayhem.
Chaos!
Absolute chaos.
Release the dinosaurs. This is so stupid.
Oh my god, that's so crazy.
Griff is laughing. Look at Grandpa.
These are not loving it.
Like, what is going on?
They're so purple looking.
I was running.
Right? Weird little birds, man.
All these birds are staring at you, Matt. Like, what did you do? What have you done?
Well, they were in there for like 4 weeks. They should be used to them.
I don't know. They've all split up into 4 different groups. Cuddling for shelter.
Hello.
Woo!
It's a door.
All right, here is the new bathroom door.
It's pretty cool. I'm very happy with it.
It is a vast improvement over the curtain that we had on the bathroom.
So now we need to
like we
replace
have on the
that.
bedroom door.
Yes.
So yeah, so Darren built us a wonderful new bathroom door, and I'm very happy with it. Now he's going to build 2 more.
2 more.
We're going to build the same kind of door for the 2 guest rooms. So that's going to be pretty amazing. So this guest room here will have a sliding door, and then that mess over there will have a sliding door as well. So yeah, so that's about it for today's video. Thanks for tuning in again to another episode of
Life on Pumpkin Ridge.
Anything else we need to close up in this video?
No, I think we're good.
We're good. The guineas are still out there doing fine today. They went into the coop on their own, and everything's good with them. And the fox has not returned.
Oh, what are you incubating?
Something. I didn't talk about that in this video. Next week, we'll talk about what I'm incubating. Haha! Anyway, that's it for today. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and comment, and we will see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.